All right, guys, I'm just getting ready to take my mineral powder off and just kind of settle in for the night. And I just wanted to show you, even though I know it's really hard to see because the light in here is horrible, that light doesn't even work. And then these lights are giving off a yellow cast, so you probably can't see. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. Okay, so this was the IDUN, IDUN loose mineral powder that I had on today. And I put it on at about 10 o'clock this morning. It is now after 8 o'clock. Okay, so it's not, well, yeah, that's what, 10 hours, right? I was going to say it's not quite 12 hours, but it is a good 10 hours. And honestly, it still looks pretty amazing. A little bit of the red is showing through here. Looks like a little tiny bit has kind of worn off a little bit, like kind of into that hot place of my face. This is the area that I had the frostbite, and it's the area that tends to get some heat in it from time to time, but it actually is actually still looking pretty good. Now, I'm not saying that, that it's on as much as it was earlier, but like if I had to go somewhere, it would be totally fine. Like actually I did. I just did a whole bunch of errands and stuff and I just got back, but it actually looks pretty good still. Like I'm really impressed. I'm actually, and again, the ingredients are really not much different than a lot of other formulas, and I can get other formulas to last a long time too. And I've talked about how this is what I use for a primer, and it just works great for me. This is the Badger sunscreen, the baby one, and it's got the Roman chamomile and calendula in it, and I love it. It just works really great. For some reason, it really keeps my mineral powder on all day long. But again, everybody's skin chemistry is different, right? So, there's probably going to be some variation there. But I am going to remove it. I am going to do my nighttime routine. And you guys who watch my videos have seen me. These are the clips that I use to hold my bangs back. I just bought some pink ones. Aren't they pretty? Because I have black ones, but I saw these and loved the pink ones and got them at TJ Maxx, so they were really cheap. I think they were like $5 for the package. You get a little bag too, so that was kind of cute. And you guys know that I pull my hair back when I remove my mineral powder. So I'm not going to do a video on my nighttime routine because I just did one and posted it the other day on nighttime skin prep, removing mineral powder, and then prepping your skin for the next day, and then getting up in the morning and prepping your skin for putting mineral powder on your skin. And again, I don't wear mineral powder every day. I don't know. I can't really say. I don't have a norm. I really do not have a norm. It just depends on my week and if I'm going anywhere, if I'm doing anything, so it's different from week to week. But anyway, I did just want to share that with you guys. Again, I'm not pushing the brand at all, believe me. It's actually, again, it's not as expensive as some other brands. Like it's not as expensive as Anika. It's not as expensive as Alima Pure. It's not as expensive as any of those. So it is more reasonable than those, but it is more expensive than like Lily Lolo. It's more expensive than my Purinata. It's more expensive than my Born Cosmetics that I get on Etsy. So, and the Mad Minerals, it's more expensive than Mad Minerals. So yeah, it's kind of in between, I guess, price-wise. So I just wanted to share it because I actually really love it. Like I love the formula. It blended into my skin beautifully. It made my skin look amazing. I really loved it. But again, it's always good to try samples of products before you buy them. But I don't know if this company has samples because not every company does. So I don't really know. I have no idea. But like I said, I got mine on eBay. So I think I paid less than $15. So that's not terrible. And if you get it and don't love it, at least you didn't spend 30 something bucks, right? So yeah, it's worth it, I think. Because honestly, I remember I got some samples from this brand called Itay or Itay. It's Itay. very expensive. They're like way up there. And, you know, just the trial size, or it's not the trial size, but it was like the travel size, which is like 3 grams, was, you know, like $12 or something. So, you know, it is what it is, right? I guess it's better to do that and find out whether or not you like it. So you could always try eBay, see if they have your shade. Go to the main website, look up the shades, see what shade you are, and then buy it on eBay, and hopefully you can get it cheaper. So it really depends. The prices are all over the place on eBay, but I was lucky. I found my shades for under $15. And a couple of the shades I was able to get in the old formula, which is 10 grams instead of 7 grams, which is the new, which kind of sucks. I don't know if it's an old formula. It's the old packaging, and I don't know if they actually reformulated their product. I don't really know. So the one that I used today had the black cap. I think now they have a red cap. I think they switched it to like a reddish colored cap or something. But the one that I used was 7 grams, but the other one that I have is 10 grams, and it comes in a square. It's like a square jar. The cap kind of sucks, the lid sucks, but there's a lot of product inside, and I get that one for under 15 bucks too, and I was really excited about that because you get more product and it was cheaper, so it was a really great deal. So yeah, I'm really happy with the product. I actually really love it. Looks so good, and it actually still looks good right now. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm glad that eBay had my shade, so I ended up scooping up a couple of them so that I have a stash, because it's one that I love, and I definitely have added it to my collection. Not my collection, I don't collect them, but I have a bunch of different ones that I rotate. So yeah, it's now formally into my rotation, so I'm loving it, and I just wanted to share because always like to share very simple ingredient formulas, and there's only 4 ingredients. So yeah, mica, zinc oxide, iron oxides, titanium dioxide. That's it. Okay, so for those of you whose skin isn't in the best condition and you've been relying on products that contain a lot of emulsifiers and a lot of lubricants in the product, then you're going to have to make sure that your skin prep is ramped up. Okay, I'm just telling you straight up. That's just the reality of it. And you probably need to get your diet better so that your skin is actually working better as well. Because believe it or not, not believe it or not, it's easy to believe, most people's skin is not great. And I can't tell you how many people are like, you know, I take such good care of my skin, blah, 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 but yet I can't wear mineral powders because they are patchy or whatever. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. I thought you said you take care of your skin. Now, granted, some people have a little more texture to their skin than others, but that's easily remedied. Like, it's easily remedied. So, I don't know. I think sometimes people just don't know how to make it work for their skin, because you may be the person who, you know, just, you know, the powder dry application. You may need to go in with a spritz and then dab with a beauty blender just to get everything to like marry into the skin. And again, it could be brushes too. You know, sometimes I've talked about this a million times, how sometimes you need certain brushes with certain products because they just work better with that particular product, the way that it's milled, or, you know, just the way the ratios are put together, you know, the ratios of the ingredients, the way they're put together. You know, yeah, there's a couple different things, because even though the ingredients are like the same in a lot of these products, the ratios are different, they're milled differently. So you're going to see variation with that. And again, I'm just grateful that I can pretty much wear anything. I've never had a problem with any formula that I've ever tried. I've never used one that I've hated. Let's just put it that way, because my skin is pretty good. So I haven't had any problems, and I can get them all to work. But I do prefer certain brushes with certain formulas. So anyway, I'm not going to keep blabbing. I'm already at almost 10 minutes. So I just want to share. But yeah, if you're looking for some great little clips, these are just the hair clips. I really like these because they're nice and big, and they keep my bangs out of my face when I take off my mineral powder. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use my oil and do a little bit of an oil cleanse, and I'm going to use my nice cotton muslin cloth and do my nighttime facial routine, and I guess I'll be signing out.